But this is romantic and love problems
Oh yes.
that you're going to solve for these people,
Oh, yeah.
Paul, for their Christmas presents this year. Okay, alright. Oh, this is a good one, actually. This is from a man called Victor in Lace. And he says, "My daughter has been seeing this local boy. He is a bad egg. His hair is a disgrace, and he always looks like he has been drinking. I tried to have a word to him, but he just called me an old dyke. How can I make her realise she is worth more than this punk?"
And this is from
Victor.
Victor.
Well, he's a bad egg, isn't he, for a start? Crikey. That's awful. It's one thing to call a woman a dyke, but to call a man a dyke, that is a disgrace. Doesn't even make sense.
No.
What a disgrace.
He needs to come back with insults that don't make sense and say things like
Yeah.
"you blancmange"
Yeah. Yeah.
and say things like "I bet you couldn't even tame an albatross." That would be a good comeback.
Absolutely.
Really embarrass him in front of this girl, who he doesn't say what her name is, but really embarrass him by saying loads of things like that.
And
Just
he
one
could
nice
do
thing.
things like, if he knows that the two of them in the bedroom may be getting on together, he could just storm in. But like, instead of the classic thing of coming in and just saying, "Oh, do you need a cup of tea?" he could just come in and say something like, "Have you seen the giant squid? I think his cage has imploded again." And then just go out again.
Yeah.
Just unwanted interruptions of their sex life that don't quite make sense. That will soon sort it out. That's my advice.
I think that's actually good advice.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
I'm actually surprised to get something useful, but
Well, that's going to help him.
it's actually ingenious, actually. If you really did want to break up a relationship with one of your children, that is the way to do it, straight up.
Yep.
Well done.
You know, you could just say, if your daughter just says, "You're acting really weird, Dad, what's going on?" You just say, "You don't have to live here. You can go and live in your own place if you don't like living here rent-free. Find your own cobweb and live there." It would soon deal with the situation.
Yeah, they won't hang around for too long after that.
No, not at all.
Excuse me, must take my trousers down. I've got a parrot stuck on the back of my knee again. If I think you... He's got to go the other way. He's got to invite these... Be as friendly as possible to this
Yeah.
boyfriend and the daughter. Good to see you again, Darren. Do you like the shape of an egg? Or do you prefer the sound of a protractor? Answer my question, my son, and I will give you £5.
Is this a voice that Victor's putting on, or is this his actual voice?
That's the voice that Victor should put on. Or he could just make it even simpler. He could just say, look, to his daughter, he could just say, "Look, I'm not sure that your boyfriend is the right person. I think he's a bad sort," and so on. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're my daughter, but I don't control you. It's not up to me to decide who you go out with. But when your boyfriend comes round, I'm always speaking this voice. Alright? If you don't like that room, you don't have to live here rent-free anymore. You can find your own place. That will deal with the situation in no time.
Brilliant. Okay. That one's actually sorted.
The other thing, of course,
Victor.
is to be as friendly as possible to the boyfriend of the daughter. You say, "Are you having a lot of good sex with my daughter? Or do you need some sex advice? Because I could give you some advice on how you could increase your pleasure and increase my daughter's pleasure. She will have the stronger orgasms if you take my advice, which is to penetrate more deeply. You will achieve some success. I know one thing about my daughter. She likes the strong penetration." soon he will have dealt with the issue.
I think that probably the young man would have left probably no more than halfway through that speech, possibly earlier than that.
He will never have to meet this man again.
If he sticks it out to the end, then he's a stronger man than me.
So, Gloria, this is Gloria from Rakehead. She says, I'm 37 and I've never had a boyfriend. I'm not too confident in my looks or in my personality. As a performer, you must have tricks to gather confidence and the ability to put yourself out there. Can you give me any advice on how I might change?
Well, I think the first thing that Gloria can do is she needs to get into another persona. I suppose she's used to being in a certain way and men react to her in a certain way. But if she puts his voice on, she will feel strong. And certain things that are difficult to say in a normal voice, like, I think you're a really attractive boy, and I've never been with anyone before, and I'd like to perhaps, go on some dates with you and maybe enter into a relationship, or maybe sex. Maybe we could just have sex so that I can get confidence, things like that. That's not easy to say to someone.
No.
Everyone struggles with that. If you say it like this, if you say, yes, how about we get back to your place later tonight and then we hardly know each other. But we get back and we get naked. You penetrate me and we enjoy the orgasms. It's much easier to say in that voice, isn't it? You just freeze things up.
Yeah, it breaks through that
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 reserve.
nervousness, that reserve.
That
Absolutely. It
nervousness.
cuts right through.
And
Yeah.
also, it can be awkward as well. If you're in bed
Yeah.
with someone, I think as we all know, the one night stand can be awkward. You don't really know that person well enough to. But if you're lying in bed going, lovely, oh yes, I'm enjoying it so much. Yes, deeper and faster. Oh yes, give it to me, big boy. Go on, give it to me hard and fast. Oh yes, please. Yes, I think I'll get the orgasm. Please, do it to me. Oh, you get the orgasm as well. Oh, that would be ideal. If you could manage to do it in about 23 seconds, because in about 23 seconds is when I will be reaching my climax. So if you could make your climax, come and sit down with me, that would be good. I would like to have climax and sit down with you. I'm just checking my stopwatch, and I'm noticing it is now 12 seconds for the countdown. Not long to go now. It's only 8 seconds now. I think I'm going to take the orgasm. I'll just check the clock. Yes, it's time for orgasm now. Yes, I'm dying orgasm. What about you? Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying orgasm as well. Yes, I'm also enjoying it from the opposite point of view. You are enjoying being penetrated. I'm enjoying penetration.